2,000 naval mines. One night, 21 million barrels of oil per day blocked. Iran just closed the Strait of Hormuz. 40% of world's seaborne oil trade stops moving. Tankers anchored. Shipping frozen. Oil prices hit $300 per barrel in 48 hours. Global economy entering cardiac arrest. This is October 28, 2025. This is economic warfare through mine blockade. And this is the story of how 21-mile-wide chokepoint became the most dangerous water on Earth. Strait of Hormuz, narrow passage between Iran and Oman, connects Persian Gulf to Gulf of Oman and open ocean. Only route for oil exports from Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, Iraq. 21 million barrels daily. 17 tankers pass through every day. Each tanker carries 2 million barrels, $120 million of oil per ship. The math is brutal. Block strait and world energy supply collapses. Iran knows this. Threatened closure for decades. October 28th, threat becomes reality. Iranian strategy developed over months. Regional tensions escalating, sanctions tightening, diplomatic isolation increasing. Iranian leadership decides escalation necessary. Demonstrate capability. Force negotiations. Create crisis that demands Western response. Naval mine blockade, perfect weapon. Relatively cheap. Extremely effective. Difficult to counter. Doesn't require sinking ships or killing sailors. Just presence of mines stops traffic. Fear is weapon. Iranian Navy spent 6 months preparing. Stockpiled 2,000 naval mines, mix of types, contact mines, influence mines, bottom mines, moored mines, some ancient Soviet designs from 1970s, some modern Chinese variants, some indigenous Iranian production. Quality varies, but quantity matters more. Don't need sophisticated mines. Need enough mines to make strait impassable without unacceptable risk. What's your assessment of mine warfare strategy? Type A if you think it's effective asymmetric weapon. Type B if you think it's easily countered. Drop your take below. October 27, 2100 hours, operation commences. Iranian Navy mobilizes mine-laying assets, not sophisticated mine layers, fishing boats, small craft, commercial vessels, even Revolutionary Guard speedboats. Each vessel carries 20-50 mines. Coordinates assigned. Grid pattern covering straight shipping lanes. Mines deployed over 8-hour window. Low-profile operation. Minimal radio traffic. Vessels operate with minimal lighting. Appear as normal fishing fleet to any observer. Mines drop throughout night. Contact mines anchor at 40 feet depth. Moored below surface. Ship hull strikes mine and detonates. Influence mines rest on bottom. Detect magnetic signature or acoustic signature of passing ship. Detonate remotely. Bottom mines in shallow areas. Pressure activated. Ship passing overhead changes water pressure. Triggers detonation. Mix of mine types complicates countermeasures. Can't clear all types with single technique. By Aero 500 hours, October 28th, 2,000 mines deployed across strait. Concentrated in 3 areas. Northern shipping lane near Iranian coast. Center channel used by most tankers. Southern lane near Omani waters. Creates minefield 21 miles wide, 8 miles deep. Any vessel transiting strait must pass through mined waters. Risk assessment. Unacceptable. No shipping company willing to risk $200 million tanker and crew. First indication at 0623 hours. Panamanian flagged tanker MT Pacific Voyager entering strait from Gulf of Oman, heading for Saudi Arabian terminal. Normal transit, ship doing 12 knots. Suddenly massive explosion amidships, water column 100 feet high. Tanker hull breached below waterline, flooding immediate. Ship lists 15 degrees. Captain issues Mayday. All hands to emergency stations. Tanker not sinking but severely damaged. Dead in water. Blocks shipping lane. Iranian state media announces mine deployment at 0700 hours. Official statement. Strait of Hormuz closed until further notice. All vessel traffic prohibited. Transit attempts will encounter defensive mining. Responsibility for casualties rests with vessels ignoring warning. International community advised mines present throughout Strait. Clearance operations must be coordinated with Iranian authorities. Translation: Iran controls Strait. World needs Iranian permission for oil shipments. If this strategic analysis provides value, take a second to hit that subscribe button. Oil markets react instantly. Brent crude opens 800 hours London at $142 per barrel. Within 1 hour hits $200. By noon, $275. Panic buying. Strategic reserves inadequate. 17 tankers trapped in Persian Gulf unable to exit. 8 more outside Strait unable to enter. Each hour of blockade costs global economy $2.5 billion in disrupted oil flow. First 24 hours, $60 billion. First week, $420 billion. Economic damage cascades geometrically. United States receives notification from multiple sources simultaneously. Damaged tanker. Iranian announcement. Satellite imagery showing mine-laying activity from previous night. NSC emergency session convened. President briefed. Options assessed. Diplomatic pressure? Ineffective. Economic sanctions? Already maximum. Military response? Necessary, but complex. Clearing mines from 21-mile-wide strait under hostile conditions presents enormous challenge. U.S. Navy maintains mine countermeasure capability. 8 Avenger-class mine countermeasure ships, specialized vessels, wooden hulls, non-magnetic, designed to operate in minefields, carry mine-hunting sonar, deploy mine-clearing sleds, remote-controlled underwater vehicles identify and destroy mines. But 8 ships to clear 2,000 mines from 21-mile strait? Math doesn't work. Need months, maybe year. World can't wait that long. Alternative approach. Mine sweeping. Ships with specialized equipment sweep areas for mines. Acoustic sweeps trigger influence mines. Magnetic sweeps detonate magnetic mines. Mechanical sweeps cut mooring cables on contact mines. Faster than individual mine hunting, but requires ships operating in minefield, risk of casualties. Plus, Iranian forces can observe and harass minesweeping operations, not permissive environment. What would your operational priority be? Fast clearance or safe clearance? Comment your decision. October 29th, U.S. Central Command activates Operation Clearwater, largest mine countermeasure operation since World War II. Deploy 12 mine countermeasure ships from U.S. and allied navies. UK contributes 3 Hunt-class mine hunters. France sends 2 Tripartite-class. U.S. mobilizes 8 Avenger-class. 23 ships total. Plus supporting assets. Destroyers for air defense, patrol boats, helicopters, unmanned underwater vehicles, even marine mammal systems. Marine mammals? Yes. U.S. Navy trains dolphins and sea lions for mine detection. Dolphins have biological sonar more sophisticated than any human technology. Can detect mines buried in seafloor. Sea lions trained to attach recovery devices to mines. 32 dolphins and 21 sea lions deploy to Strait of Hormuz. Biological mine countermeasures. Sounds unconventional. Works better than mechanical systems. Operation launches November 1st. MCM ships enter Strait southern end. Work northward. Grid search pattern. Dolphins deployed ahead of ships. Identify mines. Mark locations. Ships follow. Deploy ROVs to destroy mines, or minesweeping gear to trigger detonation. Progress. Approximately 15 mines cleared per day per ship. 12 ships equals 180 mines daily. 2,000 mines requires 11 days. If everything works perfectly, nothing works perfectly. Iranian forces complicate operation immediately. Revolutionary Guard speedboats harass MCM ships. High-speed approaches. Mock attacks. Not firing, but creating danger. U.S. rules of engagement. Defensive fire only. Warning shots authorized. Lethal force if directly threatened. November the 2nd, 1 Iranian speedboat approaches within 200 yards of USS Devastator. Refuses warnings. U.S. ship fires warning shots from 25mm gun. Speedboat retreats. But harassment continues. This level of detailed mine warfare analysis requires extensive research. Support the channel with a thumbs up if you found value. Iranian shore-based missiles present constant threat. Anti-ship cruise missiles, range 300 kilometers. MCM ships vulnerable, slow, limited defenses. Operating predictably in known areas. U.S. deploys destroyer screen. Aegis ships positioned to intercept any Iranian missile launch. Electronic warfare aircraft jam Iranian targeting radars. Creates protective umbrella over MCM operations, but can't eliminate risk entirely. November 4th brings first casualty. USS Gladiator hits undetected mine. Bottom mine in shallow water. Pressure activated. Dolphin teams missed it. Explosion rips 20-foot hole in wooden hull. Flooding rapid. Damage control teams respond. Pumps operating full capacity. Ship stays afloat but combat ineffective. Requires tow to port. One MCM ship out of action. Progress slows. Timeline extends. Mines prove more diverse than intelligence estimated. Iranian forces deployed 6 different mine types. Each requires different clearance approach. Contact mines swept mechanically. Influence mines triggered with acoustic and magnetic sweeps. Bottom mines destroyed individually by divers or ROVs. Smart mines with ship counting algorithms. Detonate after specific number of ships pass. Defeats simple sweeping. Must locate and destroy each mine individually. Weather becomes factor. November storms in Gulf region. Wind gusts 40 knots. Seas building 12 feet. MCM operations cease during rough weather. Too dangerous. Risk losing ships or personnel. Weather delays add 3 days to timeline. 11 days becomes 14, then 17. Oil prices remain above $250. Global recession beginning. Airlines cutting flights. Trucking industry struggling. Plastic prices soaring. Everything downstream from oil affected. Don't miss future operational analyses. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch every detailed breakdown. November 15th. 2 weeks into clearance operations. 940 mines destroyed or cleared. Progress 47%. But rate slowing. Remaining mines harder to find. More dispersed. Deeper water. Iranian harassment increasing. November 16th brings crisis. Iranian missile frigate fires warning shot at MCM group. Shot deliberately misses. But message clear. Iran can escalate anytime. U.S. restraint being tested. Political pressure mounting for stronger response. President authorizes expanded rules of engagement. Any Iranian vessel approaching within 1,000 yards of MCM operations will be fired upon. No warnings. Immediate engagement. Message delivered through back channels. Iran receives ultimatum. Stand down or face consequences. Iranian leadership debates response. Hardliners want escalation. Moderates counsel caution. Decision. Pull back but continue rhetorical pressure. Harassment decreases significantly. Clearance operations accelerate. By November 22nd, 1,600 mines cleared. 80% complete. First tankers authorized to transit under escort. High-risk acceptance. Remaining mines present danger, but risk deemed acceptable versus continued economic damage. First tanker convoy forms November 23rd. 5 tankers. U.S. destroyer escort fore and aft. MCM ships leading. Dolphins sweeping ahead. Speed 8 knots. Tension extreme. Every sailor watching water for mine indicators. Transit successful. 5 tankers pass through strait without incident. Oil begins flowing. Prices drop immediately, from $260 to $180 in 1 day. Market relief palpable, but strait not fully clear. Remaining 400 mines still present. Clearance operations continue. Final mines destroyed December 8th. Total operation duration, 38 days. Cost, $4.2 billion. Casualties, 3 killed, 17 wounded. 1 MCM ship damaged. Economic damage to global economy, $1.3 trillion. Your engagement determines what operations we analyze next. If this provided strategic insight, share it with anyone studying naval operations and economic warfare. Strategic lessons reshape naval doctrine. Mine warfare remains viable strategy for weaker power against stronger navy. Iran spent maybe $50 million on mines and deployment. caused $1.3 trillion economic damage, forced $4.2 billion clearance operation. Cost-exchange ratio overwhelmingly favors attacker. Asymmetric warfare at its most effective. Countermine capability proves critical but insufficient. U.S. Navy maintains world's best MCM capability. Still required 38 days to clear Strait. In wartime with active opposition, could take months. Every major navy now reviewing MCM capabilities. Increasing funding. Developing autonomous systems. Improving detection technology. Strait of Hormuz operation exposed vulnerability. Dolphins proved most effective mine detection system. Biological sonar outperformed mechanical systems consistently. Dolphins detected mines human technology missed. Navy expanding marine mammal program. Training more dolphins. Developing procedures. Critics raise ethical concerns, but operational effectiveness undeniable. When lives at stake, use best tools available. Economic impact drives policy changes. Strategic petroleum reserves proven inadequate. Nations begin expanding reserves. U.S. increases storage to 90-day supply. Europe follows. Japan invests in alternative supply routes. Pipelines avoiding Hormuz. LNG terminals. Energy diversification accelerates. 1-month blockade taught lessons worth decades of planning documents. Iranian strategy partially succeeded. Demonstrated capability. Proved Hormuz closure possible. Forced international attention, but ultimately failed strategic objective. Blockade lifted. Mines cleared. Oil flowing again. Plus, Iran suffered consequences. Additional sanctions. Frozen assets. International isolation deepened. Short-term tactical success. Long-term strategic failure. So here's the critical question for naval strategists. How do you defend critical maritime choke points against mine warfare? Can defense ever match offense in mine operations? What's answer to cheap mines causing trillion-dollar economic damage? Share your mine warfare analysis below. If you made it through this entire mine warfare analysis, you're exactly who this channel serves. Hit subscribe, hit notification bell, share with anyone interested in naval operations and maritime security. Because 38 days in Strait of Hormuz taught lessons about mine warfare that reshaped naval doctrine. Your support through likes, comments, and subscriptions enables in-depth analyses like this. October 28, 2025 proved mine warfare remains relevant in 21st century. 2,000 mines stopped 40% of world oil trade. 38 days to clear. $1.3 trillion economic damage. 3 lives lost. Global economy entering recession. All from weapons technology dating to World War I. That's asymmetric warfare. That's why mines matter. That's why Strait of Hormuz operation will be studied for decades. Stay informed, stay strategic, and we'll see you in the next Operation Breakdown.